Alright guys, so it's been a long time coming, but we're finally back on the dyno. Well, we're just about to go on the dyno. We've got a few cars running today. Benny's L67 VS Calais has just made its first run in over getting close to a year, and I can't remember, but it's been quite a while. So but nonetheless, we are here at the dyno. Ben's already run his. It made pretty decent power. The most impressive thing is, I'll leave it for Ben to basically get into in his video, but taking the intake off and running a bell mouth picked up some pretty serious power. So we're hoping to do that on Tobi today if everything goes well. Also, one of Ben's good mates, Pete, he just cracked 400. It fucking sings. So yeah, basically Tobi's ready to go on. I'm going into this not really expecting too much. We've been chasing this weird kind of issue. I can't relate. Well, there seems to have been some kind of spot around 10 pound of boost, maybe 3,000 to 4,000 RPM, that it kind of just feels like not even a misfire, more like a rev limit kind of thing. So my plugs were gapped at 1.3 mil, which should be fine, but I have, while I've been waiting for these guys to finish, I've gapped them down to about 0.9, so we'll see if it is actually a spark gap related issue. So like I said, I'm not expecting anything. If it does go smoothly, we should see some decent gains. I'm hoping to at least quite easily crack kind of 400 horsepower, maybe a bit more. Stock cam will be the limiting factor, but it'll be good to find the limit so that we can then do a bit of experimenting and testing and show you guys kind of what you can do with certain mods. So this is full worked ported heads, upgraded valve springs, obviously custom turbo setup, GDX 3582 with a 1.01 rear housing, all custom intercooler, really big front mount air to air, custom inlet plenum. We do have water meth injection as well, which we might get time to do. And other than that, we'll just see how it goes. I'm not expecting anything crazy. We're just trying to do a bit of a shakedown before we will hopefully go to the drag in a few weekends. Yeah. I'm not expecting much. If we do go well, it'd be good to test a 4-inch bell mouth on the turbo. Also open air box versus closed air box. I think we'll pick up some decent power there. So anyway guys, stay tuned. About to swap cars over, so I'll see you guys when we're strapped down to the dyno, and hopefully everything's going well. I was out till about 1 AM last night trying to dial in as much of the map as I could, because I don't want to waste too much time on the dyno, as we've had 4 cars today. So yeah, let's get into it. Give some words of wisdom, Ben.
Let's just get it running.
Catchphrase should be on a shirt. Recharge before the heartbreak session. As you can see, it's sundown out there, so leave the troublesome child till last. So for those of you who have been living under a rock, this is the latest setup. Got the LS coils, the custom turbo manifold, the bigger GDX 3582. All the nice boost hardlines, heat shields. It's all looking good. Let the games begin.
You actually had it pretty good. It's
yeah.
87 is good, but you've got this 85 trough in between.
Yeah, that was from a run last night in 5th gear. I was kind of taking it slowly through the load cells, and that's what it calculated it wanted to be. Is it looking pretty normal? Just got to fatten it up.
I think it's too fat that time.
Oh.
Righto.
Did it feel like it nosed over? Like
Yeah, it had a knock retard.
is that the thing that I'm feeling?
That little glitch. That's the knock retard there, but I think part of it is because it dropped to 0 degrees timing.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Nothing weird is going on, although see your VE's at 98 and you're still a fraction lean, like you won 11.5.
Oh really?
And you're pulling 12.5.
Shit.
Which isn't too bad.
Should we scale again?
Yeah, I really feel like your fuel pressure's dropping off. Like you shouldn't have to drive it this hard.
No, well I'll film it.
Do you want to film the fuel pressure?
Yeah.
What's it going?
It is backing off.
What does it get to?
Like 60. Alright, so as you just saw, we kind of filmed the fuel pressure because no matter how hard Ben was kind of driving the injector, or where it should have been, it was still dropping to a lean of a fuel ratio. So as Ben's just looking through the log, we're just going to have to drive the injector a bit harder, which isn't the best solution, but for today we're going to have to upgrade the fuel system. So yeah, we've got a base pressure of 50, so we'll see. Can we potentially drop the base pressure down to like 40?
You could, but it's still got to flow it. You know, you're still going to have that pressure differential, so 40 and then we 55. It depends on your pump, like what the characteristics.
Is it easy enough to try? Because we've got the injector to do it now.
Yeah, well, I can just drive the injector harder.
Yeah, well if it's easy enough.
Yeah, it's the same. I've already set it up, so we'll give it a run and see how it goes.
You're a whiz.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, let's see.
It does prefer the leaner mixtures anyway.
Yeah. No knock?
No knock.
Is this with like 0 timing?
0 timing.
Okay, cool. I suppose adding some timing in the mixture should...
It'll clean up as well.
Clean up, yeah.
I don't know why the timing's so low.
Because you made it safe.
I made it safe.
Yeah, remember at your place at like fucking midnight or whatever when we were testing an issue?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, midnight.
Midnight
That's about it. It
midnight
stops there. So, how much timing in this one?
2 degrees.
Ooh. So just 2.
Just 2.
Flat, boring 2.
Yep. Bit of a wave in the power curve.
Fuel related? Did it go into a different timing cell?
No, I made it broader.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, well, throw another 2 at it.
Timing's good at 2 degrees. Mixtures are good.
How was that one?
It's much better. It just likes timing so it burns properly.
I don't blame it. Don't we all?
It's all about timing, isn't it?
Boost and timing, give it all.
Yeah, so it's coming good.
So we're picking up, what, like 10, 12 horsepower per 2 degree?
Per every 2 degrees, so it's going good so far. I might put that bottom scaling in RPM.
I reckon be adventurous and throw 4 at it this time.
Let's not get carried away.
Yeah. 6 degrees of timing. If this keeps going, we'll be like 420, I reckon.
Or
until the cam rolls over. Well, it's making consistent gains. It was about this time last time that we had a injector clip in the engine.
Well, luckily we're not touching the injectors this time through.
So it loves timing, Ben says. We'll throw some more at it. And there's always water meth too.
Well, it might be getting to that point soon because it is starting, the knock sensors are starting to get a bit noisier.
All right. Well, I think seeming as though we're kind of peaking at 8 degrees, well, the engine liking that health-wise, let's take this restrictive airbox off. I'll take the lid off, see how that goes.
Yep.
Take the pod off.
Yep.
And then I'll put the bell mouth on and see how that goes.
Now that your engine's running more efficiently as well, it's 14 pounds of boost. So if we have a look, yeah, because it's consuming the air better.
Okay.
So let's have a look at boost. You can sort of see it's down here. If I scale that up a bit. You see it's here now, whereas before it was up here.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Less boost, more power.
Yeah, well, let's throw another 4 pounder boost at it.
Let's put your original as you drove in sort of thing there. So you can really see the difference. And then we look at mixtures. So, do you want to play with the intake while it's stable now?
It seems to be pretty consistent, so let's do the intake.
Yep.
And then I reckon we throw a 4 pounder boost at it and we'll see if the water meth will work.
You're the boss. Let's go.
All right, if you're down. All right, so as you can see, we've taken the airbox lid off, so we'll see if that picks up any power. And then we'll pull the pod filter off, then we'll pull the whole intake off, and then go to full bell mouth. Makes the same?
I'd pull the filter off.
Filter off, yeah. All right, guys, we're now... Hopefully nothing goes in there.
It was better, more power, but not hugely more. So it was about 351 and 356, and your previous best was 354.
Oh, wow.
But I reckon try no pipe and then bell mouth.
Yeah, Brett's taking the pipe off now.
Okay.
And then we'll go bell mouth.
So that was filter off, now it's no pipe.
So that was hashtag no filter.
So
I expect that to be the label.
Hashtag no filter?
Yes.
I'll put that on the description there.
You're a good man, Ben.
Hashtag no filter.
Any gains, bro?
Yeah, a couple more horses. 358.
Interesting.
Did it make any more without the filter?
Two horsies.
Pretty good intake there.
Yeah. Well, so many people on my videos have slammed that, saying that it's so fucking restrictive.
Yeah.
Let's try Bellmouth.
Yep. Bellmouth.
More boost.
Right, it's all plug and play here. I'm actually quite impressed with that.
Yeah, 2 horsepower, not bad.
Yeah, about.
And like, that's dirty too.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
Not.
All right, guys. Turbo with the Bellmouth. Bit warm now, mate.
It is getting hot, but so the Bellmouth, or hashtag bell end as I put it into the title.
Don't spill that in my plush interior, bro.
Watch the Duco.
Exactly. What's the velvet?
It didn't really make a difference.
Wow.
So before 2 runs, without the Bellmouth, we had 352 and 358, and with the Bellmouth, we had 353 and 357. So neither here or there.
That's interesting.
It made a much bigger difference on the supercharge where we got the Bellmouth and then like an elbow and all the rest of it.
For the guys at home, bit of a sneak preview. How much did you pick up on yours?
Quite a bit. Worth it.
Oh, he's a ball buster.
Also, I've got a terrible memory, so. Well, just to embarrass all the turbo people out there, I'll just overlay mine on the top here. Give me a second, and I'm the pink line over the top.
But you've got a cam.
I've got a cam in E85.
But I've got more boost and water meth.
Let's get onto that then.
All right, so we've cranked the duty cycle on the old Go Fast Bitch G-Force 2 up to 50 on the duty cycle. So the boost controller might actually start doing something now. Hey?
Way earlier.
Shit, you can see how much earlier that came on. Was that more power too?
Yeah, heaps more.
Oh
That
shit.
blue line up the top there.
Yeah. Was it more boost though?
Yeah. It's 17 or so.
No, it'll say
17.4 as opposed to 15. So it's £2.
Wasn't it 17 before?
Before we
In the early.
Before we got it running good.
Like
so
0.1 or something. So 0.3 more boost.
no, heaps more boost because you were 15 before, and now we're 17. But it was 17 when I had 0 timing, because it wasn't flowing as much.
And it's making more power earlier as well.
Yeah. Well, as soon as that extra boost comes in there.
All right. Well, I'll save that preset. Go to the next one. Go up another 10.
I don't know how you operate this thing. Press the top one.
Hold the menu button. Yep. Now press that one. Yep.
That one.
No. Yep.
That one. Preset 4.
Yeah. Press menu. Duty up button.
10.
Yeah. Set it to 60.
Oh, hey, we didn't even play with timing.
Let's go all the boost.
All right.
Let's not fuck around.
Let's not a fuck it arm.
What was it, descend 50?
Yeah.
So what's that doing? It's trying to hold it shut.
Just
before
the-
it
It's the duty cycle of the boost control solenoid.
Yeah.
So at 60%, it's holding it more shut than before. So does that just set itself once it's...
Was that 60?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just leave that open and it'll tell you the peak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Off we go again.
Let's send it. 19.7.
It's 20 pounds of boost, but it's really struggling to fuel up there. So I'll just switch over to the fuel. That's why I got out of it.
10 horsepower.
We've got timing still.
Yeah, it's running pretty lean there.
Bit of timing, that'll kind of...
We're going to take that away.
No.
Let's go backwards here. We've already done 3 cars backwards.
Do you want to change the boost?
Let me just have a closer look at it.
Okay, I'll give you a sec. This has overboost, it could be that.
Yeah, you might have to... The fueling wasn't as bad as I thought, it was just the overboost that like pulled it back.
Alright, give me 1 second, my fingers.
Yeah.
I'll climb over you.
Is that what you say to all the women?
Politely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dear. Listen, love. Give me a few minutes with my fingers while I climb over you. You grub. Oh.
Put that up to 22. Alright mate, we're ready to go.
Was it overboost?
Yeah. We'll set at 20. To be safe, we'll run 55.
And no
see what
longer
that
working
does.
full time.
Because we don't know what it would have spiked to.
Yeah.
18 pounds.
Cleaner power go.
Thoughts, Benny? Should we give it a run at 20?
Yeah, I thought I heard it miss. Let me just check the... That's not good. It's running smooth though.
I think it's an exhaust leak.
Big exhaust leak.
Quite smooth. Just sounds like shit. Hey?
Not that good.
No, it comes There's definitely an exhaust leak.
Done it before.
Yeah, I think
That's it for today.
damn it, can't even boost at home now. It's gonna sound like shit.
Well, at least you got to almost into the 400 club.
That was unexpected.
Well, it wouldn't
We've had all problems.
wouldn't be a day on the dyno without some system failures all around.
That was pretty... It was looking good. Oh well.
That 5% in that duty cycle makes a big difference there, doesn't it?
Shit, yeah.
Although that could have been that lower because you had the exhaust leak. I'll let go.
When? Oh, was that the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, for
Purple
sure.
is the last one.
It was probably on its way.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they've got much
Unless
reinforcement.
that's when it let go. Yeah. And
No,
it
that was
boost
the overboost.
cut. Was it definitely?
What causes that?
What's your overboost set to?
That was that one that hit 20 and then cut.
Yeah.
That was that run.
But it wasn't the gasket letting go and then losing the spool.
No, because
off
that was
the
set to
turbo.
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's get it off.
That was because of a timing dip, because it went into a part of the map that we weren't.
So low expectations, but turned out pretty good. Basically into the 400 horsepower club. As you saw on that last run, kind of shut the camera off abruptly because I thought there was a bit of an issue, but yeah, it looks like we've blown one of the exhaust manifold gaskets. So if you remember, I run these ones that are a special like graphite material from Remflex in the States. So obviously at that kind of 20 pounder boost level, the exhaust back pressure was probably quite up there as well. Even though it's a big frame rear housing on the turbo, there's still back pressure to drive that. So that's obviously what blew it out. Nonetheless, it went really well, no problems. When I first heard that noise, I was actually kind of ready to get a tow truck because it sounded like it had dropped a cylinder or a rod, I don't know. The boost was up there, but it seemed to handle it, so now I've got to get it home and then sort out another custom gasket setup, and yeah, we'll go from there. So unfortunately didn't get to test out the water meth like usual. We'll be back for that. Also I've got the underdriven lightweight pulleys to test as well, so it'd be good to test them out sometime in the not too distant future. But for now, successful dyno day minus the exhaust manifold gasket. So now I've got to drive this thing home sounding like a tractor, but hopefully I've got some time to get back on this. Not too big of a deal, just exhaust manifolds off. So anyways, as always, big thanks to Benny. He is an absolute legend, absolutely brilliant tuner and all-round good guy. So thanks always. And if you want to see what happened on his car and some of the other cars he tunes, go over to his channel, Bengineered on YouTube. And yeah, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff for the latest updates and stuff we don't post on YouTube. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll be back maybe with a bigger cam as well, we'll see. So until then.
Right guys, so we are the night after the dyno pull, and as you can see I've just drawn up a 3D version of what I want to get laser cut from copper. So as you saw on the dyno, we basically blew an exhaust manifold gasket. So thankfully I've still got my old header that was sitting in the tray, so I pulled that out, basically measured it up. So I'm just doing essentially one for each port. As you can see, they're all equidistant 2 bolt spaces, so it's no drama. So about 5 minutes work, I've drawn it up in CAD. And the reason why I'm making it like this and not the full width or the full size of the header is basically the smaller you have this, the more you can kind of pinpoint the crush load. So it's got about a 5mm band around there, so it's a 40 NB hole, 50mm OD, obviously the bolt centers, the bolt diameter, and then it's just basically minimum material on there. So if you had this the whole thing, it would just be like clamping a bit of steel essentially as a gasket, which in most cases would be fine, but if there's any irregularities, it's not going to really seal. So we'll get these done. We're running out of time. I'm going to slice this in my 3D printing software, and then we'll chuck it on the printer, print it out, see how it looks, and should be good to go. Alright, here we go. Come back when this thing's made some progress, and fingers crossed it fits. Alright guys, hot off the press, here we go. Here's my 3D printed template. So I'm still playing with this thing. I'm actually pretty new to 3D printing. I've kind of got the settings somewhat down pat, good enough for average kind of drafts anyway, but yeah, really cool stuff. So the moment of truth, so that fits absolutely perfectly. Bloody brilliant. So I reckon that's ready to cut out of some copper, so happy days.
Alright guys, so we're back here at the shop. Drove the car here the other night, sounded like a tractor, very embarrassing, but nonetheless drove fine, got here, and I've pulled the culprit manifold off, and I'll show you guys what I found. I've actually already cleaned it up, so I'll put some photos on the screen now. So basically on number 2 cylinder, you can see that the bottom of the gasket's blown out, which is kind of what I suspected. I've taken the manifold off, and I've spent a good bit of time on the linisher getting it flat again. It was pretty good before. Things have obviously warped as they've gone through some heat cycles, so should be pretty good now. I'll take you guys over and we'll have a look at the manifold. Nothing too special, but don't think I'm going to bother doing this side for now. It seems to be good. I might just torque the studs up again just to make sure that they're okay. And then this side here
See, it's obviously the front cylinder here. Probably not enough light. But thankfully this manifold's really easy to come off. It took me all of like, I don't know, 5 minutes. So hopefully that one holds together. I don't really want to pull all that off. Kind of short for time and I want to get onto some other stuff. So do this, see how it holds up. If that goes, I will have the gaskets to do that. But for the sake of getting to this event next weekend, we'll do that, see how it goes. So we've got the manifold here, and I must also say I'm pretty disappointed in the old VHT flameproof paint. So when I sprayed these, I bead blasted the whole thing, cleaned it down thoroughly with wax and grease remover, thoroughly followed their instructions, baked every single, the 3-stage process, everything they said, and it still hasn't really stuck to the manifold, as you can see in some spots. So pretty devastating, especially around the collector there. So as you can see, I've pretty much got this flange back to dead true on the linisher. Alright guys, so it is about 9 o'clock at night, Thursday, the Thursday before the drag race. So I've got the gaskets, I've got the car back together. As you can see, it's got the battery on charge because definitely don't want it to be flat when I go to start it on the weekend. And yeah, manifolds are on, and these are the gaskets that I got made. So I'll take these out into the light so you can see them. So I've only done the one, well, the bank that blew the gasket. I couldn't be bothered pulling the turbo off the other side and doing those ones at this stage. I've just tightened them down. But yeah, as you can see, these are the gaskets, the ones that you saw me draw up and 3D print to mock up just before. These have been cut out with a water jet, 3mm copper, and I can say that they work really well. I've just done a thin smear of RTV on both faces just to be sure. They would be fine without it, but why not? I don't want to be going there again. So yeah, these ones are waiting for the other side once, or if that one blows. Really can't be bothered. Time to get on to other things, so just want to go and enjoy this car for a little while, so we'll see. Anyways guys, stay tuned for the video when we take this to the drags, and hopefully nothing else goes wrong. I'm going to try to take it out for a decent drive on Saturday, the day before. Just check everything's okay, check the tune's alright. Just kind of re-familiarise myself with the car because I haven't driven it for a while. I think it'll be pretty good, and hopefully fucking Ben is going to make it because he's crook as a dog right now, so we'll see. Anyways guys, stay tuned for the next video. So.